Will you please cover your hearts?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's right.
Ryan Barnett, thank you very much. As you continue brunch, we're going to give you some program extras, and in a little while we will bring on our concluding guest speaker, Dick Morris. We have recognized elected officials and candidates throughout the summit weekend, not because Centennial Institute and our partner organizations take sides between the political parties, but because we are grateful to the men and women who are sacrificing and giving of themselves to participate in representative government and to keep the ideal of the consent of the governed strong and vital in America's third century. I would ask all who are holding public office or running public office to please stand and hold your applause. Ask those folks to stand all together, please. We don't have the opportunity to introduce these people individually, but make yourself known to them and see how you might be able to help them. And as you give them a round of applause, I call to the platform a candidate for Congress and currently a member of the Aurora City Council, a distinguished tax fighter, a fighter for last year's Right to Work amendment. He has the scars to prove it. We know he would make a magnificent member of the U.S. House of Representatives. If he gets through his primary, he's running against another worthy opponent who couldn't join us today. Please thank all those candidates, all those electeds, and please welcome Ryan Frazier.
Thank you. How are you conservatives doing out there? Thank you. Thank you. I tell you what, it's great to be around so many fine Americans, so many fine conservatives. What do you think, folks? Is it time to take our government back? You know, as John said, I'm a candidate for the 7th Congressional District. And you're going to hear from candidates here today. And we're going to go do our part, but the reality is that we cannot do it without you. We have launched a tremendous campaign in the 7th Congressional District of Colorado. I would submit to each and every one of you that this is the type of district that Republicans or a conservative must win if we are to build a lasting majority in the United States House of Representatives. We know what the issues are. We've talked to folks all across the district. The economy and jobs, despite Keynesian government policies that somehow believe if we spend just more money, we'll get there. That somehow if we let folks back in Washington decide for us what's best for our lives, that somehow the country will be that much better and our lives will be improved. An illegal immigration problem that continues to burden our country and to foster additional costs not only on ourselves but our healthcare system and future generations. We've talked to folks, we know what the issues are. A debt situation that is laden trillions of dollars on all of us, and especially our children, with over $42,000 in debt for every American. And that is not just unacceptable, it is immoral and un-American. Folks, we know what the issues are. But the question for each and every one of us in this room is, what are you going to do about it? It's not enough to sit and watch Fox or, God forbid, MSNBC. The question is, what are we going to do about it? There's a saying that you pray as if it all depends on God, and you work as if it all depends on you. Folks, we got to work for it. We got to work for it. Now's our time. Let's get out there. Let's knock on the doors. Let's talk to our friends. Let's talk to our neighbors. Let's talk about our conservative solutions to the challenges that face our country. the types of challenges that we must attack, we must address in order to make sure America's not just here for ourselves, but for future generations. That's our challenge. I challenge each and every one of you today to take what you've heard here today, what you've learned, back to your communities, to do your part, to put forth those solutions, to rein in the debt, get our economy going, and create jobs through cutting tax rates, and to ensure that we leave our children a better America. Thank you, and God bless.